friends, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't been here before, my name is Angie and today I'm going to be doing my October favorites. I will hopefully not get this up too late in November because it's like November 2nd right now that I'm filming this, so hopefully I can get this up and edited very fast. October was not a big beauty month for me. I did a lot of Halloween looks and therefore I didn't like to wear regular makeup because I was trying to do all these Halloween looks. So one thing that I used all month were these Wet n Wild paints that I just discovered. They're from their Fierce Fantasy collection. So I ordered these off the Wet n Wild website and they're super inexpensive. So these were each $3. These are cream paints. And this white one is very dirty and I've already hit pan on it. And this one is the black one. So those ones were each $3 and each of these palettes were $6. I got the Brights palette and I got the Naturals palette. So this was really good for like anything like bloody or like naturey, something like anything like that. And then this was great for really colorful looks. I use these pretty much for like every look that I did. And sometimes like I'll use these. So with, I really like water activated paints. They apply patchier than I want them to be, even with layers. So just putting the cream paints over just kind of gave it a really smooth finish. So that was what I used primarily for painting. There's a couple water activated paints I use. I didn't really have a favorite, so that's why I don't have one in here right now. In terms of special effects, Halloween makeup, etc. This was the liquid latex brand I use. This is from Graftobian. I really like this one a lot. I have one from Mayron and I don't know if it was the size that I bought, but it kept drying up on me, so I would use like a little bit of it, and it was probably like 2 ounces. This is 8 ounces, so this is like 1 cup essentially. And this one hasn't dried out. I have another 2 ounce one that I already used up, and this one's really great to build any sort of special effects look. I use this pretty much for everything. I don't have anything else that I really use. I did make special effects gelatin, but I don't have 3rd degree silicone scar wax or anything like that, so this is what I've just used to make pretty much all of my Halloween looks. And for blood, I use the Ben Nice Fresh Scab Blood Heritage. So this is just a thick gel consistency. See, it looks like that. And I'll just use a spatula and scrape this onto like the wound, or like, my boyfriend was a zombie for Halloween, so I did like a giant neck wound and I essentially used liquid latex, kind of like pulled at it with tweezers, painted it with red water activated paint, and I put this in the crevices, and this is what made it look like a real wound. I like the gel because it's a lot easier and less messy than like the really liquidy blood, and obviously it'll stay in place. So I highly recommend this if you like the more gory kind of looks. And to get it all off, I used this. Sometimes makeup wipes will not do it, so I'll use like this coconut oil right here. It doesn't have to be any coconut oil, but coconut oil is really, really great for getting it off. I recommend washing your face after you use it because it can clog your pores, but it has a lot of good other properties. That's just what I really like to use coconut oil for. And my skin was like super dehydrated. I was a mummy for my like Halloween weekend outfit. I am going to insert a picture right here. See, I looked pretty gross here. And oh man, I had it on for a long time, probably, I wanna say 10 hours, just because I got ready so early and then we were out all night and then we were like chilling and then I had to go to bed and take it all off. A, it was not fun to get off. B, my skin did not like how long that I usually leave it on. Usually when I do these Halloween looks, I'm sitting in front of my mirror, I do it while I'm watching TV, I take a couple pictures, and then I move on my merry way. But that was not the case. My skin was destroyed after doing all these looks and like having to take the latex off or spirit gum or what have you. So one thing that saved me was trying to intensely hydrate my skin once it was no longer fully irritated. It was just really dry and gross. It was this Neutrogena Hydro Boost Gel. It kind of reminds me of the Belief Aqua Bomb, which is one of my favorites. The smell, it kind of reminds me of like clean laundry is what it smells like, which I wasn't all about at first, but now I really like it. But this is just a great gel moisturizer. It has hyaluronic acid. This is really good for people if you tend to have more oily skin, because sometimes we'll get certain creams and they feel really greasy, whereas gels feel like they're hydrating, but I don't feel like I'm like oiled down. So So this one's more inexpensive. I think you can get it for $18 at Ulta. They always have a coupon. And this is gonna run you a lot less than something that you'd find at Sephora. Well, and it is still a great product. This is not cheap by any means, but this is definitely closer to drugstore prices. And another thing that saved me, I tried to hydrate my face as much as possible. So one mask that I think like really helped and kick-started everything was this. This is a sheet mask from, I think it's Shining Nature Purity. I think that's the brand name. And this is just a hydrating mask. So they have a ton of masks, and see how it has the face of the otter? Like, it actually looks like an otter when you put it on your face. So that's really fun. They have a lot of different ones. And I think this is only the second one I've tried from them. But I really like this one. I felt so hydrated after. It was amazing. And my skin is now back to normal after putting it through a really tough time. Alright, and then lastly is an actual makeup product. So when I was in wearing makeup, I was kind of doing what I was doing now, and I really like to be glowy. Even though we're getting into the colder weather, my skin's going to be drier. And I had gotten this in Ipsy? Sephora Play? Can't remember. But this is the Smashbox Photo Finish. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish Radiance Primer, and it also has hyaluronic acid. So it also helps my skin because it is hydrating. This is just a really pretty radiance primer. And it kind of has like a peachy color to it, but it looks really pretty when you blend it out on the skin. It goes great. I usually use them under matte foundations because I'm kind of nuts like that, where I don't want to be super oily, but I also want to be glowing. So this is what I use. I really like this one. I didn't have high hopes for this because I don't really like other Smashbox primers I've tried, but this one is a hit. So I would recommend this if you're in the market for a glowing primer. Alrighty, so that is it for today. Thank you for joining me. If you like this video and if you like me, please don't forget to subscribe down below, and I'll see you in my next video.